wanted more friends on it.
Oh, well, he probably knows about Bo, so that.
Yeah, I saw his Facebook post about it. I watched a gameplay video of Pokemon Masters. It looks interesting. I might try it. Seems pretty cool and like how you have to make your team. And then I was instead looking at the new Dragon Quest game, and then I kind of want to buy
Dragon Quest
that.
Builders?
Yeah.
I heard that's
Builders
really good.
or 11?
No, the one for the Switch. I don't know.
Builders or 11?
Oh, 11? I like classic Dragon Quest. I don't know what Builders is.
Okay, Builders is Dragon Quest Minecraft.
Oh, yeah,
It was told to me by Aaron, the video game boy Hansen. It's anime Minecraft. But
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Now I actually kind of want to try that.
It has a story.
yeah.
What?
Okay. I hear the tutorial is.
Oh yeah,
freaking
they
long
said that too.
shit.
It's super like it's super long. Like it's like hours long, and you have to finish it to like go actually like play with other people.
Brandon, if you have a Switch, go ahead download Dragon Quest 11 demo because it transfers over to the main game, and it's basically like the first part of the game.
Okay, I will try that. Yeah, I was looking at pre-purchasing the new Dragon Quest game.
Like literally, it covers like
All
from
right.
what I was told.
Also,
the
I
other
haven't
first
played
continent.
it, but I watched Jordan play like literally all of it, including the like end game content. So it seems super fun. Like
11,
if you like
yeah.
Dragon Quest, you'll like 11.
The Switch one is better because they've added stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, is it out on a different console?
Yeah.
It was PS4 and PC, and then the Switch is gonna get the good version.
Nice. That's how I felt about Tales of Symphonia. I don't know if you guys ever played that Tales of game, but the original one came out for the GameCube, and then they put all of the good stuff on the PS2. And it was like, but wow.
I should specify more. The PS2 original release, they didn't want to bring the music here. The Switch release, we get the actual music for the game.
Okay, I can dig it.
So it's still better.
All right.
I had to mod my PC.
All right. Well, you guys have fun doing your Group B thing.
Yeah, should we go to
For
session
any
room, Brandon?
reason you need me, I'll be
no, we're
around.
talking here. It's fine.
Yeah,
alright.
you
Oh no,
wanted
that
like the thing to show up who's talking or
that
whatever.
thing doesn't work. I haven't gone and redid the widget.
Okay, all right.
I think it's when my broadcasts are updated. I had to go through and get a different code for it, and I just haven't sat down and did that. Yeah,
Okay.
we are live. Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is Group B, Legends Lost, Episode 7. And this campaign's looking like it's probably going to go to like 12 episodes. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight. It is a role-playing game. Everything you are going to see tonight is live storytelling. Nothing is scripted. We're playing in a homebrewed world called Ilderon. It is a world of our own creation. And if you go to www.ilderontales.com, you can learn more about the world. And finally, if you are under the age of 14, please consult your parents before watching this video. You might encounter content that is not appropriate for you. Before we get started tonight, I've started just giving random tidbits about the world related to the storyline or not related to the storyline. Is there anything anybody wants to know before I just pick something at random? I know JV asked a question forever ago, but I don't remember what it was. If I was a good DM, I would have.
If you can't come up with what JV asked, what I could ask is, are there any large like cultural groups that exist in Ilderon that aren't in the major cities that we haven't encountered yet?
Large cultural groups that exist in Ilderon that aren't in the major cities. Yes, there are. That your group hasn't... Well, let me ask for a clarifying question. That your group hasn't encountered, or that the player base hasn't encountered?
Let's go with the player base. Or at least, to make it more simplistic, ones that haven't been encountered for in a while.
Okay. So...
But the player base has not encountered for in a while or has not counted at all.
Yes, living outside of cities, there is a Viking culture. inside of the Tide Gate, there are... I'm not going to go through and list everything. There's the Feywilds south of Rion that has a almost infinite amount of cultures inside of it.
Okay.
Then, let's see... There is, on this island, there are a bunch of outcasts known as the Archblight. They populate the entire island. And they are kind of like a entire militant faction of undead. And then there are some non-undead that work within the faction. And on this island, there are several roaming clans that populate that island. It's technically uninhabited by population standards of Ilderon. Every city and settlement you see on the world, settlements only appear if there's over 50,000 people living there. And so there wouldn't be any settlement on that small island that has over 50,000 people, but there are lots of just roaming clans of people. One of the most prominent ones, Soulmane's, there's a character from Group A who is an assassin. His assassin's clan is from that island before they were kind of pushed off of it from criminals that came to inhabit it. But yeah, I hope that answers enough of your question. There's, bajillions more, but, they're so tiny that they're not on the map to, they're not significant in the storyline.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give it like a broad example of some of the cultures that we haven't encountered yet. So.
All right, so let's jump into the recap for last session. Does anybody want to recap last session, or would you guys prefer if I did it?
You should do it, I think.
All right. So last session, last session started off on the 28th of Hunter. The party was inside of the sewers of the university, where where Adril had dropped the party into via an arcane gate. They had fought their way through the tunnels and his traps and into a room filled with sentient poisonous oozes. After fighting their way through their oozes and losing a party member, they finally narrowed in on the corridor they believed Adril to be in. After going through one last gauntlet of his traps, they were outside of Adril's laboratory, and Draelos had been afflicted with a poison earlier in the dungeon that never got handled. And as the final trap was going off and flooding the party against the locked door, Draelos went unconscious in the rising water. The party was able to get the door unlocked in time and literally pour into the room. Adril was a hair before completing his short rests and regaining more spell slots and more of his abilities, and becoming a significantly harder boss fight. The party got there and interrupted him just before he was able to. In response, Adril had several alchemical creations of homunculi in the laboratory, and he released his deadliest one on the party. The party made quick work of it, and then quick work of Adril, and then subsequently quick work of the homunculus. And then they captured Adril and brought him back to the university. From there, they turned him into Dila's dungeon, and they rested up for the day. We slept through most of the 28th of Hunter. The party had a small opportunity to question or rather to go and talk to Dila about what happened on the 29th. From there, they heard a drill inside of his dungeon, yelling for his justice and his ability to bring his case to a supreme light. Dila, probably being one of the only two people in Skies in a little Natal who can do such a thing, declined it. And after a long conversation back and forth with the party, Dila and Adril asked for forgiveness for his crimes, and Dila exiled him from Alilnagai, sending him to seek atonement for his actions, rather than putting one of her former students to the guillotine. From there, the party left the Heroes Tower and decided to go shopping. Did I miss anything important?
I think the only... Well, this isn't important, but one thing the party would note is Vonvi, while they were doing that, Vonvi went off to grab her bird.
Burb.
Well, Griffin.
Burb. Alright, so we are going to pick up on midday on the 29th of Hunter.
May I ask, did we level up already?
Yes, we leveled up on the way out because of long rest, but we are currently 15?
Yes, I did
I'm
not
currently
record.
13.
14.
14, about...
Yeah, I did
14
not,
about-
I should be 14.
Yeah, I did not record your EXP for last session, Eric, but I can send you a document where you can do the math. Here we go.
It's not high urgency. I can level up later. I can only imagine so much fighting this session.
Oh, well, it's funny you say that. There's another boss encounter.
Oh, it's an invasion. What's her name?
Olivia
Boyfriend.
found...
What's her name's boyfriend leading an attack?
What's her name's boyfriend?
Oh,
There's a lot of people with a boyfriend.
Erasin, yeah. Okay, so it is the 29th of Hunter. Let's place... Why would I start this session without having my Sky's Reach notes out? Let's place the party inside of the Windar ward. It is the ward of the university outside of Dila's tower and connected to the walls of the city, closest to the city. It is where basically everybody comes into and out of the university at. You guys can choose, or let's see, what would you guys like to do? You guys are in a courtyard of the Windar ward outside of the Lucky Spell Inn.
Well, Siegfried, first things first, is gonna try to... how would he go
I
about
lied, you're
sending,
outside
like...
of the Windar Tower. Or the Heroes
Dila's
Tower.
Tower?
Yeah.
How would he go about sending half of what Matier's money would be to his family? Like, is that through the Ruby Alliance, or how does that go?
Yeah, if he had a will set up with the Ruby Alliance, they can handle it for you. Let's roll him a percentage die of if Matier cared enough about a little Nijian customs to set up a will. Yeah, when you searched his body, you didn't find anything that that denoted he had a will. Presumably, if he did, they would know. Otherwise, whatever his faith is, maybe, his religion could take care of it.
He'll go to Ruby Alliance and, like, since Siegfried has a vault, he'll store half in his vault. Just take care of that later, if ever. And how things go.
If ever,
If not, hey, we have an emergency fund.
All right.
So who wants to go with me to the Ruby Alliance?
I could go there. I need to drop off money anyway.
Also, we have to cash in these components. I'm not sure if we can do that from them.
Yeah.
Because there's still components. I know Brandon gave us the money amount, but there's still stuff right now.
I think that should be shared equally amongst us.
Oh yeah, that will be. I did the math. Save Brandon trouble.
Well,
Brandon and math is great.
alright. I'll probably come along. That probably wouldn't hurt.
Admir, what about you?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna have a grand old time.
All right.
It's not rain. Is it still raining?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
actually, yeah, I think it is raining. I forgot the weather die for you guys. It is going to be raining.
Okay, so as I say, a grand old time. Thunder in the background.
With that also being stated, I'll ask, probably because I know Vonvi would have already gotten her feet out. If we're going to be traveling a bit, I thought Luna might be able to stretch her legs. As you all see Griffin covering you all up from the rain.
Are you allowed to take that out into the city?
Am I? I think I should be able to. I mean, he is my mount,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure other people in the city have their horses. Why can't I have my Griffin?
Just stare at them if they say anything. They're like, what are you doing out with that?
What are you doing out with that?
It's just like.
That's Vonvi.
All right. So you guys are going to head into the city. Walking through the gate, through Honor's Reach. I believe that's where you guys are at part of the city. And following this road in that I am about to highlight. You guys are going to head through the... Oh, and let's get up some populated city sounds going on in here. And what is this? I don't know what that is. I don't like it. There's one more thing I want to play, but I don't know where it is. I'll survive. Oh, here we go. All right. You guys are going to head into the center of the city, and you obviously are going to be in the two-tiered section of Sky's Reach. There is the lower city. Once you get into the inner part of the city, there's the lower city. And then if you look on the, well, I can't do this in black. If you look on the right, you can see the map that shows the upper tier of the inner city. You guys are going to be looking for the part of the Ruby Alliance that handles small-time contracts for, small guilds and people who have vaults and basically the commoners portion of the bank. And you're going to find that in the lower city. It is... I don't think I ever named this, so I am going to call it... I'm going to call it Vault of the Crimson Wind. And that is where all of these things are going to be stored. And the side of town that is in is going to be Grace Walk.
Cool. So I assume we start heading that direction, and we have just approached.
Yeah, and this building has appeared once before in the campaign when Group B thought they were all going to die and go here, but and they all went here before they went to see Olivia. Or wait, no, they didn't. That was in Dockensale, I think. They're all dying and sending their wills out to people. Yeah, this
I'm
this
pretty
one
sure it was
has
in
not been
Dockensdale.
explored. Okay, cool. So this place is going to be on the lower tier of the city, and if you scroll over to the right side of the page, I kind of have some inspirations for what the lower tier of the city looks like. Of just, buildings and infrastructure just stacked upon itself. And hold on, I'm sorry, I can circle it in red if you look at that one.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was just moving my mouse over.
Yeah, and so this is going to be on a cross a winding bridge. And essentially what feels kind of like a narrow walkway and what feels like an alley of the Undercity, but there are lots of people walking in and out of this building, and it is well lit, despite being overshadowed by the rest of Grace's Walk. Heading inside this place, there are dozens of people moving in and out of here. Well, almost hundreds of people moving in and out of here at any single moment. There are going to be several members of the Ruby Alliance with large red ruby amulets behind iron crisscrossed bars, talking to people as they move forward.